Me, as I see this definitely looks like Mark of the Beast stuff right here. Because it's a payment and reward system, and it's also a punishment system, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing, in my view. So I can't say for certain that Bill Gates' Mark of the Beast technology, that he willfully knows what he is doing and then is purposely creating the Mark of the Beast technology that's going to be used to enslave mankind and all those who love Jesus Christ. But it is my opinion and my observation from the evidence in which I just showed you.
Behind me in this relatively ordinary looking building is one of the fastest, largest artificial intelligence computers in the world. It's called Sierra, a very different kind of supercomputer than ever before.
Lawrence Livermore is starting to work with IBM in a partnership and collaboration to explore how the IBM True North neuromorphic chip is going to be able to be applied to problems in the national interest.
These custom-designed chips and the classified software are creating detailed computer simulations to a level never seen before. It's actually the unique design architecture configured specifically to run artificial intelligence that is the breakthrough.
Robots the smartest people. Artificial intelligence, AI. The idea is to port the software from the human brain.
Rather than hardware and software, they're actually going to a new form of software, and that is the biological replacement of the human brain, functioning as a quantum computer biologically, and then loading people, integrating people into this new form of brain.
It is called the Sentient World Simulation. The program's aim, according to its creator, is to be a continuously running, continually updated mirror model of the real world that can be used to predict and evaluate future events and courses of action. In practical terms, that equates to a computer simulation of the entire planet, complete with billions of nodes, representing every person on the Earth.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe?
Actually, a system of computers, of conscious computers with a will, intellect, and emotion of their own. Now, it's really not their own. It's the bioalgorithm that becomes brain.
The ultimate aim would be to archive enough data on each individual to be able to make a computer model of everyone on the planet.
These custom-designed chips and the classified software are creating detailed computer simulations to a level never seen before.
They can study biology all the way down to the individual atoms, the hydrogens,
Atomic level.
down all the way down there.
They are doing DNA surveys from space.
So what happens is you get these nanoparticles that attach to our DNA. And when they do, they act as receivers.
I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, not a month goes by where I don't get a call at my institute by someone telling me that someone in the government implanted these things in their brain without them knowing. I'm not kidding. Out of disclosure, some of the work that I'm doing here today is funded by the Lawrence Livermore National
Project was carried out at the Lawrence Berkeley National Lab, where I was a staff scientist for 5 years. The DNA is what they're using, what they're focusing on, and what they're weaponizing to completely control us.
And this is a completely new technology that, like the Morgellons, is light-based. It's like building a little computer by using these single units DNA is built out of.
So what happens is you get these nanoparticles that attach to our DNA.
The idea here is to be able to read and write into the brain function in real time, remotely.
What we know about Google is that they are doing DNA surveys from space.
And of course, they're being joined by Lawrence Livermore National Labs. They have, get this, high-fidelity neural recordings. They're trying to do everything they can to map and to record your memory. It's not enough for them to record all of our metadata, not enough for them to record all of our phone conversations. As the former head of the NSA said, he said they want total population control, these brain projects.
So what happens is you get these nanoparticles that attach to our DNA. And when they do, they act as receivers.
The DNA has a unique frequency and signal. That is what they're using, what they're focusing on, and what they're weaponizing to completely control us.
And although it may not be that the sky is falling yet, folks, it looks like rain. Bring an umbrella. That said, what's going to rain down? Take a look. This is the front of my pen. This amount of nanomaterial, if be able to maintain and sustain with regard to its deliverability and aerosolization, could in fact affect all of you.
Brain of every person on the planet. This is primarily, but not exclusively, facilitated by the adiabatic quantum computers produced by D-Wave Corporation.
It comes down to a kind of system that resembles old-fashioned telephone system. You have like dial-in codes, and each frequency you give in, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do, every frequency you give in is switching on one single DNA element, making it open to take the next step. So basically what you can do with it is creating synthetic DNA or RNA that is possible to be activated with a dial-in sequence of frequencies.
If you construct a model of the human brain, you can then plug people into this hive mind. So nanodiamonds being used for an MRI.
Target from the individual, the targeted individual. And then this information, the DNA of the individual, is used to determine the resonant frequency of the DNA itself. The resonant frequency is then used to fine-tune the technology, the radio frequency signals, the microwave auditory effect, and all of the other aspects of the technology to tune it perfectly to the resonant frequency of the targeted individual's DNA.
They are changing the spin of quantum particles in the mind. That's how the mind control operates. And it's important that people know the specific mechanisms that are taking place so that you see that this is real, this is tangible, this is provable evidence of what is going on. You know,